We live in a world full of mysteries. Every day, unexplained things are caught on camera, from strange beings to creatures that mystify us and make us question everything in the world. If we look deeper, further beyond traditional science, beyond the everyday normal scope of what is believed to be reality, we just might find ourselves looking at our world in a whole new light. Giant beavers measuring up to 200 feet, a strange creature half zebra, half tiger, pink dolphins with notches on their backs. These are 5 unknown beasts caught on camera. Number 5. The Chinese Mystery Beast. What can be the most surprising thing that a fisherman can come across in the water? A big catch. Our first photograph was taken in 2016 by some fishermen in China who got a shock when they spotted an odd creature in the water near Zhoushan in eastern China. According to reports, fishermen in the area had been pulling in their nets when they saw something very bizarre in the water, which they had never seen before, and snapped photographs and videos of it. Suddenly, pictures emerged from the Chinese media showing the mysterious creature, which had a long beak like a crocodile's, gray skin like a dolphin's, strange eyes, and broad snout. The video went viral very quickly, and within a matter of a few minutes, the internet took upon themselves to identify the sea creature. However, the internet users were themselves not sure about what they were seeing. After a few moments, the users that had been left stunned after watching that video gave that creature a nickname, Crocodolphin, as speculation said that this could be a crocodile, a dolphin, or both of them. Had they found an entirely new type of sea nightmare that had been lurking in the depths of the water till now? But when everybody thought they had found a new species, then came a huge and shocking revelation. The sea creature that was almost labeled as the Corfu Monster was not an unidentified creature, but a sea creature that has been known to modern science for a long time. It was a beaked whale that was not easily seen in the waters. It is almost never seen by fishermen, and it was the only reason that the fisherman was not able to identify it. It was in fact a male beaked whale, as the 2 growths are actually upward-facing teeth, which, believe it or not, are used to attract females. What in the world is this thing? Number 4. Photos of the Oladera. For those who don't know what is the Oladera, that, I suppose, are most of you, it is a cryptid dolphin reported from the Brazilian Amazon basin by celebrity fisherman and star of the TV show River Monsters, Jeremy Wade. On 2 separate occasions in 1993 and 1994, Wade witnessed a strange animal in the water with a serrated dorsal fin while searching for the elusive pink river dolphin. He decided to take photos of the beast on both occasions, and some of the locals told him it was a creature they called the Oladera, or sawtooth dolphin, although many other people in this area had never seen or heard of it. It has been suggested that the animal was an Amazon river dolphin which had been accidentally injured by a fishing net or propeller blades. This marine mammal is a relatively abundant freshwater cetacean with an estimated population in the tens of thousands. However, it is classified as vulnerable in certain areas due to dams that fragment and threaten certain populations, and from other threats such as contamination of rivers and lakes. In spite of the information given, Wade has insisted the notches on the back appear to be too perfect and evenly spaced to be that, and has maintained that it is a new species. What do you think it is? Number 3. The Ozincanuk Tiger. One of the most famous, bizarre, and indeed controversial photographs of an alleged monster ever taken comes from an era well before trickery such as Photoshop, making it all the more impressive that it has remained so widely discussed to this day. In 1964, a woman named Rila Martin was on holiday in Victoria at a rural and rugged place called Ozincanuk. As she was driving down an unpaved wilderness road, she claimed to have seen a very peculiar creature standing at the edge of the woods along the road. Martin was apparently able to snap one photo of it before it loped off into the trees. and what a photo it is. The picture shows a large mystery marsupial that doesn't match any species known to science. It appears to be a large, burly dog-like beast with a dark body and white stripes, and it looks rather bizarre and not quite like anything known to live in the area or anywhere else for that matter. The photo sparked immediate speculation as to what the mysterious creature could be, ranging from that it was evidence of a surviving thylacine or Tasmanian tiger to that it was merely a weird-looking feral dog or dingo. There is also the possibility that it was a hoax, and one damning piece of evidence for this was reported in 2017 by Peter Hoisted, a columnist for the Australian newspaper. Hoisted claimed that the photo was of nothing more than a cardboard cutout painted to look mysterious, and photographed in some brush as a practical joke by the father of cartoonist Bill Leak. Martin herself was interviewed on camera, and versions of this recording are available to researchers today. Her behavior and speech were convincing overall, but there were a few tiny quirks in body language that some suggest might imply that she was not being completely truthful when answering questions. While some researchers cling to the idea that Martin photographed a unique animal that was perhaps a modern-day thylacoleo, the ambiguity and weirdness of her photo, combined with the incredible fortuity of her apparent blind luck in taking that photo, strongly suggest that it was indeed a hoax. Is that what it is? Just a cutout? Whatever it is, the photograph is still discussed, and it has not been completely solved just yet. Number 2. The Corfu Monster. There is no question that the sea holds mysteries and inhabitants beyond our imagination that we are yet to encounter. But a Scottish tourist was left in shock after unwittingly capturing the image of a bizarre sea creature in his holiday snaps. In 2015, Harvey Robertson, a 52-year-old Scottish man, was on a boat cruise with his family in Corfu when he decided to take them into some of the area's many spectacular sea caves. It was here that he snapped some pictures of the stunning azure and green waters, and although he did not notice anything unusual at the time, when looking back through his pictures, he noticed that he had captured the image of a large, mysterious sea creature lurking under the water. Robertson said, "I have no idea what it could have been. I have never seen anything like it." The mysterious creature seems to resemble some kind of elongated manatee, which some have also labeled as hippo-like, but perhaps is some unknown cryptid. But a zoologist named Darren Naish from the National Oceanography Center believes he has discovered the real identity of the creature in the photo. He claimed after looking at the photos, the object never really made sense to him as a living creature, and believes he found a perfect match for the mysterious sea monster. Dr. Naish thinks the photo shows a sunken low freeboard fender commonly found alongside boats to protect them from damage. The side-by-side photo comparison definitely shows some interesting similarities. He believes the vinyl structure of the fenders often have a shiny look, which can be mistaken for skin of animals like dolphins. Many people are not so quick to take this theory as fact, because even Naish admits that the photo would have had to been heavily distorted by refraction for the fender theory to work. Although it is very possible and perhaps even somewhat likely that some distortion was present, many believe the resemblance in the two things is no more than coincidence. However, the photo is still believed by many to show some type of yet undiscovered creature. Number 1. Yukon Beaver Eater. Can you imagine coming face to face with a beaver around 8 feet in length and maybe weighing somewhere in excess of 200 pounds? It would be a memorable experience to say the very least. Dr. Carl Schuker, zoologist and one of the world's leading authorities on all things monstrous and beastly, wrote an entire chapter in his book Mirabilis, a carnival of cryptozoology and unnatural historia, devoted to beavers of the oversized variety. Known as the Yukon beaver eater or TheTopMan, this creature is considered to be an unknown cryptid from the oral traditions of Canadian First Nations people. The creature was described as being thicker and more muscular than a grizzly bear. It possessed the ability to stand on its hind legs and reach a height of over 10 feet. And its main diet consisted primarily of full-grown beavers, hence the name Beaver Eater. The TheTopMan would use its giant front claws to rip apart and sometimes flip over the beaver's lodge, thus providing unobstructed access to its semi-aquatic prey. In the mid-1980s, the BCSCC, British Columbia Scientific Cryptozoology Club, was told about an encounter from a woman named Dawn Charlie. The woman told the story about how some relatives were all fishing at Tatchoon Lake, when a large brown animal that looked like a bear in size, but possessed a long tail and a flat face, exited the woods in their direction at a fast speed. The creature appeared to possess large claws on each of its front paws, and the three witnesses scrambled to get out of its path. The woman's husband grabbed his gun and shot at the approaching animal as the two women ran towards the boat. With the motor started, the husband fired one more shot at the creature, jumped into the boat, and the trio took off. The large animal lumbered its way back into the woods. There is another report from the early 90s in Carmacks, Yukon, in which a man tells how he shot at a giant sloth-like creature while it was swimming in a small lake. There have been no more reported sightings of a large sloth-like creature roaming around the Yukon Territory. So how believable is it for a giant sloth to be living in Canada? Well, the real answer is that it could be possible. During the Middle and Late Pleistocene era, a giant sloth by the scientific name of Megalonyx jeffersoni made its home in North America. The bones of this extinct giant sloth have been found in many U.S. states east of the Rocky Mountains. But archaeological digs have also turned up the bones of this sloth as far north as Alaska and also the Yukon. The fully assembled skeleton of Megalonyx stands around 9.8 feet tall, and a living creature was estimated to weigh around 2,205 pounds. Now, after knowing the information about how bones of an extinct giant sloth have been found in the Yukon, you may be more accepting of the fact that this creature potentially was witnessed alive by modern-day people. So for all we know, there could be a small population of TheTopMans roaming around among the trees, just chowing down on beavers and lumbering through life without a care in the world. What do you think about these creatures? Do you believe they really exist? Security cameras also provide us spooky images and videos about animals which passed away and returned to life in order to visit their owners again. Would you like to know more about these stories? If so, just click on this video.